Yeah, and a lot of what he's doing with science here is, again, what Du Bois and de Beauvoir are doing with their topics, but very similar to also using some moves that we saw in Nietzsche and Marx. So, um, Feyerabend will always come back to this idea that we have to understand science as a historical process, and oftentimes we don't do that. Oftentimes we tell the story of science as a linear, teleological sort of story of destiny. Okay, so science is operates in this orderly way, builds on previous theories, uh, and finds new ideas and new theories throughout the course of time. And he's going to make an argument that that's really a whitewashing of of science. It's really validating or valorizing the idea of method in science, of rationality, right? And he finds that deeply problematic, and also um, deeply suspicious that science sells itself like that, or people accept science in this sort of origin story fairy tale type way. So those are some just general thoughts. You know, deriving from our previous IH text. Some riffs and close readings. So he starts off with a number of prefaces and an introduction, an analytical index, and then an introduction. So uh, it's a series of sort of introductions of sort of pithy aphoristic, starts and stops where he's trying to argue in a very sort of concise way. And so you will not find the long-winded sort of analytic scientific discourse that you may be used to from some of your science classes. Uh, you won't find, the usual bad, or the oftentimes bad writing from a lab report. You're going to find a very essayistic, witty, jocular, sarcastic, um, polemic, against some of the extremes of science, and also putting forth sort of alternative versions of what science could be.